Hello, everybody. How are you? Great to be here once again. Today is Thursday, May 29th, nearly at the end of May. Hope everybody's doing okay. Big thank you to everybody who sent me messages after yesterday's live, the one where I can relate. It seemed to uh, relate to a lot of people out there. Very glad that I did it, and it really does show that we're all on the same page, really, doesn't it? And thank you so much for those that took the time to reach out to me. As far as On Passive is concerned, OES, no updates in there at the moment. Um, but it's looking unlikely that there's going to anything happen this week. If you were listening to Chris's live today, which was excellent, by the way, really good, isn't it, to have little snippets of what went on when they met up in the care home, well, the rehab home, sorry, for Marty, and Ash was there and the rest of the family. And it's good of Chris, really, in my opinion, that he shares some of the little snippets of what was going on behind the scenes. Obviously, it must have been a very emotional and exciting meeting for all those involved, and for him to divulge a little bit of what went on is absolutely fantastic. I did have a quick chat with him today, and he is going to do a little bit more of that, I think, over the next couple of days. Just divulge a few little bit more snippets. But one thing's for sure, our CEO is very busy. And Chris was saying that he really is jumping from one meeting to another at the moment. So with that in mind, he did say that he doubts there'll be anything for the remainder of this week. And it's also very hard for him to schedule anything at the moment with what is going on in his life as far as meetings is concerned. So, as always, just log into your OES on a daily basis. That's where the information is going to be there, but we'll let you know anyway as well. Okay, so today, what am I talking about today? Emotional strength. Now, emotional strength is not necessarily just related, is it, to business and the turmoil and ups and downs of the path and the journey that we take within business, but also emotional strength is a huge part of life. You know, we need to, on many occasions, draw on our emotional reserves to get through times and situations in life, let alone drawing on them for your emotional strength as far as business is concerned. I want to talk a little bit more about the uh, emotional strength. A lot of people call it emotional resilience as well. This is the ability to cope with and navigate challenging emotions, situations, and experiences, and manage stress and setbacks effectively. I've always maintained that if you can compartmentalize and put things into boxes, I suppose, or into departments, then that certainly helps emotions an awful lot. As many of you know, I was in the army for 10 years and I was then a fireman for 6 or so years after that. And part of what I did in both of the scenarios was I actually came across some not nasty situations as far as injuries and death was concerned, especially in the fire service, because a lot of traffic accidents and fires, etc. And part of the ability to have that emotional resilience or strength was for me to be able to put things into boxes and almost within my mind lock them away, that you never forget about them, but they don't become a recurring thing that keeps popping back into your mind. I think being able to have that power within you to be able to do that is a great thing. Why? Because it enables you to concentrate on one thing at one time without getting distracted by other things. And it goes on to actually to say it's about having the capacity to adapt to life's up and downs with resilience, self-awareness, and the ability to manage and channel emotions in a positive and constructive way. Emotional strength involves dealing with challenges and bouncing back from them, not how they respond in any given moment, okay, but how you come back from them during a process moving forward. Now, obviously, people have various emotional strengths. Some are a lot emotionally stronger than others. But I am going to say this: a lot of the times, those that you might perceive as being emotionally strong, guess what? They're actually some of the weakest. A lot of people put up a emotionally strong front, but actually deep inside, they're falling to pieces. This is all part and parcel, in my opinion, of being able to be astute, recognize, and help where you can when you get this inkling or you get this feeling that things aren't quite right with other people. To be emotionally strong, you need to have certain aspects. One of them's, of course, is going to be resilience. That is the ability to bounce back from difficult experiences. If you've got that resilience within you, then, as Ash Mufarah said yesterday on the text, if you remember, what did he say? He said, let me just get to it. He said, whenever I'm in a difficult situation where there seems to be no way out, I think about all the times I've been in such situations and say to myself, I did it before, so I can do it again. That's resilience. That is the ability to stop and think, brush yourself off so that you can then go again. It takes a lot of strength emotionally to do that. You also need to be self-aware. Understanding and recognizing one's own emotions is also part and parcel of having emotional strengths. Like I said to you yesterday, I can relate. Why? Because I have bad days as well. You know, I'm not always having massive positives. That's my own self awareness of my emotional state. That is me recognizing that every day is not going to be a good day. And just because it is not a good day today does not mean it's not going to be a good day tomorrow. As Jean has just said in the chat, it's really important, isn't it, to celebrate those small victories that you've had on your journey that gives you that emotional strength. This helps as well when you encourage others, obviously. That gives them the strength as well to be emotionally strong, because it means that they're not alone in their own fight, in their own journey, or what they are trying to achieve. Emotional regulation. What's that mean? It means managing and channeling emotions in a positive and constructive way. What do I mean by this? It means that if you are emotional about something, sometimes if you can just stop, take a deep breath, and look at it, then you will be able to channel those emotions in a different form and maybe make them positive or constructive. Compartmentalize them helps as well, because it makes sure that you are boxing away bad stuff, but keeping the positive things that you can work with and work towards. This is part of the adaptability that you need with that emotional strength, so that you can adjust to the changes and challenges with ease. If you haven't got that self-awareness, if you can't then use that regulation to channel emotions in a positive way and adapt to those changes with ease, then things are going to happen and be a lot harder to take on board than if you didn't use these things around you. There's also optimism. How is this helping your emotional strength? Well, certainly the more optimistic you are, then that outlook is going to be positive. It even helps you face adversity and negativity. Why? Because of your optimism for the future. This helps with our own journey in this business. It certainly helps our emotional strength, having that optimism, having that faith, having that belief in what is going to be happening in the next phase. This adds to our overall emotional strength and resilience that we have from outside influences. Like I said, emotional strength is very personal. It is a lot to do with life, but it's also a lot to do with business. And you certainly need to have that thick skin in business if you are going to succeed, because that emotional strength that you have certainly gives you the ability to be able to brush negativity, adversity, downs, and all the rest of it off you a lot easier. And the more that you understand the parts of emotional strength, the easier it is to be able to bounce back in a much positive manner than it would be if you didn't. Self-compassion also is treating oneself with kindness and understanding, especially during these difficult times, that it's okay not to be okay. How many times have you heard that? That some people beat themselves up because they feel they're a failure. They ridicule themselves because of things they've done wrong, and they can't understand all these sort of things about themselves. But if you have the self-compassion, okay, of treating yourself and understanding yourself with kindness, then you will actually be able to talk to yourself and say, it's okay. You've got this. We're going to be okay. Yes, other people telling you the same certainly helps without a shadow of a doubt. Having other people on your side, giving you the encouragement, giving you that boost is certainly going to help your emotional strength. But if you have give yourself a good talking to, how many times have you done that? How many times have you taken yourself off on your own for a walk into the backyard, and you really have literally given yourself a good talking to say, come on, Red, pull yourself together, get a grip. What is the matter with you? That is part of your self motivational compassion that you have by knowing who you are, by giving yourself that boost that you especially need during difficult times. Also, having a growing mindset certainly helps to give you that resilience. Believing that abilities can be developed through the dedication and the hard work that you are going to give it certainly gives you that strength and resilience that you need to actually take on anything and to be able to succeed in what you are trying to achieve. If you don't have these attributes, you're going to find it a lot harder. Also, if you can identify and address challenges constructively, this problem solving within your mental strength will certainly attribute to a positive outcome for your business. So how can you benefit from all of these things? And what's it actually going to do for you? If you implement just some of these things, it's going to improve your mental health, increase happiness, give you stronger relationships, better communication skills, increase confidence, and improve ability to handle stress and setbacks. So how do you build that emotional strength? Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment without judgment. And engage in self-care. Prioritize physical and mental well-being through activities like exercise, meditation, and healthy eating. Set healthy boundaries. Protecting one's emotional energy and time is so important. What do I mean by that? Don't let that negativity in. Get rid of it. Don't even let it get inside you. Why? Because it breeds like a cancer. This thing up here on your shoulders is your biggest enemy. That is the thing that is going to tear walls down, but more importantly, kill your dreams. If you cannot keep that negativity away from you, this thing up here is going to have the biggest party it's ever have. And you end up going in all sorts of directions, believing things that aren't true. But more importantly, you're going to lose sight of your dream. And that is exactly what we don't want. Also, build a strong support system around you. This is why I believe so strongly in our community. Our community is unique. The people who have been part of this community and this business for such a long period of time make it what it is, a strong nucleus of positive mind thinking people with one goal, and that is to stay the course, to fulfill our dreams and our own goals, whether they be financial or whether they be for success. That is such an important part of how to keep emotional strength. We've said it so many times, surround yourself with positive people. If you do that, then you will have a positive outcome. Embrace challenges. Don't look at them as setbacks, look at them as opportunity for growth. This is exactly what we're trying to teach you with us going into next phase. Embrace it for what it is meant to be. It is a springboard forward for our success. It is not a negative. It is certainly a positive. We have used that challenge of what happened to give us the opportunity for growth. Also, let go of anger and resentment. Forgive others. There's no point in harboring something that is going to bring you negativity, distress. Let it go. Even if it means cutting people off from your life because of their negativity, it's better for your emotional strength and well-being that you don't associate with them. Practice gratitude, focus on the positive aspects of life, and also seek professional help if you need to, just to get you over that little bit of a hump. That's it from me today for emotional strength. I really think it is an important part of not only life, but also your online journey in business. If you can master the majority of what I've outlined, if you can do the things that I've outlined for your emotional strength, not only will it make your journey much better, a joy to be part of. Every day will be something to look forward to, rather than having to go again and go again, having this cloud over the top of you all the time. Just switch that mindset, look at the positives, and then you will see how much easier it is to navigate your journey of this business for the outcome that we all desire. And that is your success and our financial freedom. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Massive shout out, by the way, for all my people in green, your tea clubbers. Thank you for your ongoing monthly support. It really does make a huge difference to me and to Jane. If you just hang on a second, I am going to just see if there's any freebies I can give you. So just wait whilst you're there in the chat. If it loads, which it doesn't want to do. Here we go. And I might be able to donate 5 free Tea Club positions to 5 lucky people in the chat. If you can just hang on 1 second. If not, it will be at the beginning of June. As always, guys, if you haven't already done it, please like and subscribe to this channel. Ring the bell as well. That'll notify you of any new videos that I do, either upload or not. I did upload, by the way, today, Comfort's recap of Mike Ellis. Really good. That's on this channel as well. And another shout out to Johnny as well for the Q&A song yesterday. Taken aback a bit, I was that somebody's actually written a song about little old, you know, it was quite funny, really. Hang on, let me have a look then. Can I gift you any? Okay, get ready. Here they come. So there you go. I've just gifted 5. Grab them whilst they're hot. Okay, they've all gone. Well done, everybody. For those that took one, very kind of you. That'll give you access to the membership club for 1 month. Enjoy it. Hope you get some bits and pieces from it. There you go. Anyway, guys, see you all later. Jean and myself are on with Andy Burks in a couple of hours' time. Pop by and say hello. And we will bring something else to the table. If not, we'll have a jolly good chit chat. That's it from me, guys. Bye for now.